Hey ladies, thanks for joining the 4-week glow up challenge. This challenge is all about building lifelong habits to reach your goals. If that's fat loss, building muscle, all of it is through habits. So the purpose of this challenge is not like a quick fix. It is to build the habits that are required to live the lifestyle that you want, to get the body that you desire. And all of that is through adjusting your habits to align with those desires. Okay. So the goal is to get stronger, healthier, and have more confidence, right? Sometimes we lack confidence, so we don't go to the gym, or we fear change, or we fear changing the habits that we already have. For what reason? Everybody's is individual. So that's the purpose of this challenge. And your progress, how you improve, is really determined on how consistent you are. So how this works, I have created a workout program that is in the middle of beginning and not really too intense for an average person beginning on their journey in strength training. So if you're familiar with strength training, or you have in the past done strength training workouts, this workout could be a little bit easy, but I want you to start out where you are and complete the workouts and leave comments so that I know how challenging they are for you, okay? The goal is to finish the whole workout. So you're going to get 4 to 5 exercises for the week, or workouts for the week, and they're home-based or gym-based options. It's your choice. No excuses, because they're there. You just click one for the day and get the workout done, okay? Now, although there are 4 to 5 exercise workouts in the app for you to do, the goal is to at least do 3 workouts or 3 workouts for each week. No exceptions. Okay? You have to get it done. If you're doing them at home, you have no excuse. You know what I'm saying? You just take 40 minutes out of your busy day and move your body. Okay? And then everyone has a step goal of 7,000 steps. If you're already getting 7,000, push it a little bit more if you can. I know time is of the essence, so you want to make sure that, you're not driving yourself crazy with the steps, but you just need to push to move your body. And then you have weekly goals, which is primarily meal prepping. We'll talk about later. And then you have daily goals, and I have a system on how they're going to come out to you guys, so you're not extremely overwhelmed, and we'll talk about those more later. Also, you have weekly nutrition goals, and I don't want you to stress over these, but I do need you to realize that what you eat determines how your body looks, how healthy you are. So if you're eating a lot of processed foods, understand that your body is reflecting that. To learn nutrition, you got to kind of work and track it, okay? Don't get overwhelmed by it, but you do have to work on tracking it. And then we have group meetups on Wednesday at 7 p.m. This is Eastern time. So if you're on the West Coast, I think one of Dee said it was like 4. So just let me know if you can make it. And all of your workouts and all of the tracking and messages are straight through the Trainerize app, and it's the Kettlebell Lily. I designed that in 2020. So everything will be in there, and it'll make it easier and more accessible for you to complete. Okay? Now, we talk about your non-negotiables. What are those things? The non-negotiables are what's going to help you change your physique and mindset. Okay. Moving your body is so important. A lot of times we just sit around. So 7,000 steps a day is a goal that you just have to do because it makes you move your body. If you're at work, take a break from your computer, get up and move your body. Okay. Next is the strength training. So I mentioned this. You need to get 3 exercises, 3 workouts done a week. That's a total of 12 over 4 weeks. And although this is not one of the key points, it's just important for your body and for fat loss. You have to drink 80 ounces of water, okay? No exception. You just have to. If you want me to go deep down into chemistry and why you need to drink water, there's a bug in here. I can, but I'm not going to go there today. If you want to know, let me know. And then meeting your, at minimum, you need to meet your protein requirements. Protein is so important, from muscle to DNA synthesis to many functions in the body for metabolism. So you have to get enough protein in your body. 90 grams is literally like the survival amount of protein that the body needs. And so I recommend that everybody at least get 120. And also we have cardio bonus. 2 to 3 cardio sessions a week is pretty awesome, but don't go crazy with the cardio, because if you do 20 minutes of cardio, it's only like 100 to 200 calories burn. It's not putting a dent in your calorie deficit. And it's also not fun. Instead, go dance, go swim if you like swimming, whatever makes your body move. If you like skating, do it, okay? Remember, consistency over perfection, and that's how you're going to get your results. I'm trying to not make this too long. If you guys feel like I'm talking too much, you can skip to points that you find is most beneficial. So now we're going to talk about the workouts. Your workouts are already in there, okay? The goal is to complete the whole workout for that day in one session. It should be no more than an hour. And if you find that is really difficult, just put a comment in there once it says complete, okay? And I structured this workout based on most women goals. Most women don't want to have like a huge upper body, and they want to improve their lower body. If that is not you, please let me know. Say, Jen, my lower body look good already. I don't want to focus on that. You're still going to train your lower body. However, we can swap in like an upper body day for glutes instead. So I got a video here to show you how to complete the workout. So you'll click the workout that you're going to do. And if this is your first time, you're going to get these highlights on how to substitute exercises. And yeah, you'll click it. And once you are ready to start, once you complete your first exercise, you're going to put in here the reps that you did, ideally how much I recommend. And then you can click start for your rest time. Rest time is very important. So you want to make sure that you rest for at least the recommended time, and ideally not too much longer after, because then you're just wasting time. And then you'll go into the next step, and then you'll complete all of the workout, and then at the end it'll say save. Make sure you click save so that it reflects in your completion. And I do recommend that you rate the workout. If it's too easy, I need to know, because you need to progress, okay? So rate it and be as honest as possible, okay? Now, when we talk about checking in, our check-ins literally are going to be group check-ins on Wednesday. It's going to be through Zoom. 45 minutes, I feel like it's enough. If you guys feel like we need more time, you let me know. But we should be able to get through it in 45 minutes. So come with your questions. Ideally, you can send me your questions on Tuesday, the day before, so I can prepare and kind of cut some of the time down so we're not just like going in circles. I will have themes that we want to talk about based on people's questions throughout the week, or what I feel like is most valuable for you to learn, because I need to teach you. You got to learn. That's how you progress. You just need to learn. So This next week coming up, we're going to talk about macros because a lot of people have questions about macros. If you have any additional questions, just let me know. If you can't make this, please, please, please send me your questions. This group session is to keep all of us motivated and consistent. You know, it's accountability. We are here as a group, as a community, so that everybody can progress and learn from each other. Because I know a lot, but you know, there's some things that I don't know, or there's other ways of getting things done, and doing this in a group is going to be the most beneficial. Okay? Now, when we talk about tracking, I need to see your progress pictures. And we're going to do this once a week because some people are not logging their weight as accurate as possible. But listen, pictures don't lie. They don't lie. So we're going to do pictures once a week. And the way that you're going to do it, I want you to ideally wear the same thing that you had on from the first logs, from your initial logs. And you need to have good lighting. So if those pictures were bad, that's okay. We got week 2. And make sure you have good lighting and wear the same thing. And this is how you're going to pose. Put your hands up to the side. And you're going to turn. You're going to put your hands out to the side. Ideally, don't engage your core too much. That way I can actually see what your core looks like. And I do videos and then take screenshots because that's how my husband taught me how to do it. And it's easier. You'll need a tripod stand for this. It'll make it a lot easier. But yeah, hands out to the side and then hands up, so that I can see your arms, right, in your lats. Try to keep it as consistent as possible. So when I compare, I can let you know where the progress is happening, to make it easier for you and for me. Okay. So tracking increases your motivation. So just do it. Then we talk about tracking. We talk about nutrition. Okay. Tracking your nutrition is so important because a lot of people don't know what they eat or don't understand how what they're eating affects their body. Okay. This first week, I would say a lot of people are eating a lot of fat and they're like, oh, but fat is good. Yes, fat is good. But listen, too much fat is a lot of calories. So we need to do it in moderation. So 2 ways to track your nutrition, or 3 ways to track your nutrition. I find mostly people like to do log pictures. You can do macro counting, and these 3 are the options. You can do it if you're using a Fitbit through their nutrition tracking, or you can do it through MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal is one of the better food tracking apps. However, it does cost like $80 a year, and I just don't care that much to do that. Another option is to use a LilyFlex app. There is a little bit of limitation with the app. The logging is not as broad, so you may find that a little frustrating, but all you have to do is pick the food as close to what you're eating and just stay consistent. So if you're eating eggs, use the same log that you use for eggs. It's not going to change much. Tracking is not about 100% accuracy. It's to know, okay? And then here's the video to show you how to do that in the app. You're going to go in here and, yeah, if you're just starting, okay? So with this, I guess I'm going to explain it. With this, you can actually modify your preferences like this. So if you don't eat meat, or you don't want dairy, things like that, you can actually make these modifications yourself. I can do it on my end, but I think it's easier if, everybody can make those adjustments for themselves. If you wanted to change it, you can also change how many samples a day. And then here you can also come in here and swap out meals. So if I gave you your sample and you like, Jen, I don't eat that, you can come in here and you can pick from the variety of recipes that are here based on your macros. Okay, so it makes it really easy because it's like, oh, you're not going over your macros by swapping out a meal. This actually looked good. I might have to try that. And don't over obsess about carbs. Eat your carbs, just don't eat too many carbs, right? So it's French toast here. Eat the toast, it's fine. And then you can generate a grocery list, which is pretty awesome because once you generate that grocery list, you can change it based on how many people you're cooking for. If you're cooking for your family, and they just have to eat the same thing that you're eating. Like if you're controlling your macros, guess what? Your whole family is, because you're the person that's cooking food. So it's just how it worked, And then adjust it based on, list or name or category of food. And that's the grocery list. So then we talk about how to log food, right? So when you're logging your food, if this is going to go, you're going to click the plus sign at the bottom and you're going to click meals. And you can take a picture and leave it at that. If you feel like it's overwhelming, just do the picture. I know what food looks like, so I'm going to help guide you through it. But you also can do discovery if you don't like those meals or if you use something else. Some of these meals I actually put in. A lot of them are pre-programmed, which is awesome because it makes life a lot easier for the both of us. You can modify these recipes if you like. No worries if you do. Just, if you don't like something a part of the meal, you can substitute. So instead of mango, you can use strawberries. You can also create your own recipes, which is cool because you'll save it and then you don't have to redo it. You just click your recipes right at the bottom here where it says the heart or this timer here. And then if you take the picture, you can log it. I just put water in to make it a lot easier, which, you should drink water. And yeah, so you click the water, the food item, and it goes with the picture. And I think that's it with macros. Oh, you can skip the picture and just select what food that you ate, right? And this just helps you understand, like, where are your macros coming from? Are you only eating carbs all day? Or are you eating a bunch of fat? One thing I know for sure is you need to make sure you get enough protein. So if you want that video, just let me know and I will send it to you. Another option for tracking your nutrition is through journaling. You can write it down, which I find one of my clients really enjoy just putting it in the notes, which is actually pretty cool because it's right there. You could just copy and paste if you're eating the same thing, which honestly, eating the same thing weekly makes nutrition a lot easier. You don't have to think too hard. Just have some staples. Like my staple is literally a burger and some air fried fries once a week. I eat a taco bowl once a week, and then everything else is not random, but I change it up. So you should do the same thing. I did give you guys a nutrition, like a little pamphlet for you to ideally read. I recommend that you read it so you can at least kind of realize what is a protein, what is a carb, what is a fat. And if you want more details, don't worry. We're going to cover it next week. Okay. Now, when it comes to completing your tasks through the app, for this first week, as you can see, we're focusing on our steps and our protein in each meal. If you're just getting started, that's okay. You're just going to have a few more goals to just get adjusted to. It's a few more habits to get adjusted to for week 2. So for next week, we're going to talk about this. You just have to basically limit how much processed foods you have, and you got to get rid of the alcohol if you drink it. Alcohol really, really, really interferes with the process of fat loss and muscle building. So limit both of those things. Don't worry. I'm going to try to give you a very simple description of what processed foods are, so that you don't feel overwhelmed by too much wordy text. And then that's for next week, and also increasing your vegetables, because fiber is important for your gut, and fiber is also important for making sure your cholesterol stays where it should be. So we have to get the fiber in. It does a lot of other things, but most people don't eat enough fiber. So That's a goal for next week. So get ready. And then the other two, gut reset and your stress reduction, are going to be something that we talk about in the future. Okay. Now, when we talk about getting your workouts done, I know a lot of people is like, oh, Jen, but you know, I can't work out on Mondays. Okay, fine. You're just going to take it and you're going to move it just like that. And you're going to work out on Friday. You just move it around and you get it done. No excuses. You just move it and complete it. That's it. Okay. So how do you succeed with this challenge, right? I've mentioned a lot of things. Your progress is solely on you being consistent, your consistency. When we talk about grades, oh, I got an A, oh, I got a B, I got a C. 90% is extreme. 100% is almost impossible. Okay. So we're going to go with the B. I like B's. B's is 80%. B's, you pass the class. C's are nice. You pass, but you kind of like sketching by. Okay. So if you're in a C range, that's fine. You're making progress. You're not failing. So strive for that C. And the next day, you're going to strive for a B. That's how I want you to think about this. Some days you might not be at a B. That's okay. But the thing is, you need to make sure you don't fall off. Okay. We're not dropping out. What is that? We're not dropping out. Although, never mind. We're not dropping out. The most important thing you can do is stay consistent. And with that, you're going to basically, I really want you to focus on eating whole foods, which we'll talk about next week, and avoid alcohol. Y'all probably wasn't ready for this, right? And I also want you to complete your daily week and weekly goals, or those habits that we're trying to create for you to have the desired body and health and wellness that you want. So complete those and you will guaranteed see progress if you do these things. Complete 3 workouts per week. And the key for nutrition is to plan your meals on Sunday or whatever day works best for you. That way you know what you're going to eat. You don't have to think about it too much. It's there and you stay consistent. Okay. Make sure you turn the notifications on for the app so you don't miss anything, and join the weekly meetups. Remember, life happens. You might fall down, but you got to get back up. Okay. One day at a time, one meal at a time, one step at a time. You got this. Okay. So let's glow up. Your progress, your turnout of these 4 weeks is really on you. I will say that if you stay consistent and you just make small changes, you should lose 1 pound a week. Okay. Now, if you're a little bit more aggressive, 2 pounds a week is reasonable. And so I would say up to 10 pounds if you're truly consistent and putting in the work. Minimum 4 pounds a week. Anything less than that, we got to have a conversation. Okay? So let's glow. Let's grow. I hope this helped. If you have any more questions, just let me know. And I'll talk to you guys. Have a great weekend. Bye.